Okay, so listen. You know, when it comes to sexual assault, it can be a very, 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 very sensitive subject. And I would be the first one to say that I think that if you ask questions, then people take it as though you're victim blaming. And I don't think that's necessarily the truth for a lot of people. Some people, yes. We all know that, you know, if a woman says that she was raped by so-and-so or if she was groped by so-and-so, the first thing y'all say is that bitch is lying. So yes, for a lot of people, they do victim blame. But I also think that for some people, they really do have legitimate, valid questions. You know, it's one thing, you know, if a woman says, you know, I was raped, and then somebody says, where were you raped? You know, you ask, it was at a hotel room. And then if they ask, okay, well, why did you go to the hotel room? I think if somebody asks that, then it's automatically, oh my God, you're victim blaming her. And it's like, no. I'm not, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, why did you go to the hotel room? Oh, well, because I wanted to have sex. Then when I got there, I changed my mind and I told him no, and then he raped me. Oh, okay. You said, did that make sense what I'm saying? Not, oh, okay, like that, but, you know, like, oh, okay. But I think that if you start to ask certain questions, people tend to think that, oh, you're putting the blame on the victim. It's like, no, I just want to, you know, see what the fuck is going on. You know, and for men, men really don't come forward about sexual assault cases because of the simple fact that the first thing y'all gonna say is, oh, he gay. Kind of like with the Terry Crews situation. When, the white man in Hollywood, I think grabbed his penis or basically sexually assaulted him. And everybody was like, you too motherfucking big to let some shit like that happen to you. You should have knocked that nigga out. And it's like, it's not that simple. Like, anybody can get sexually assaulted. Bitch, on some real shit, you could be walking down, you could be in a motherfucking Galleria mall and a motherfucker just walk by and grab your dick. Your size don't have nothing to do with the fact that he pretty much just violated your body. Like, he grabbed your dick. Yeah, you probably beat his ass, but he still had enough time to grab your dick. And for the whole Terry Crews situation, I just felt like it ain't like niggas just got jobs like that in Hollywood anyways. It's not like they're giving black people the opportunity to, like, work. So, yeah, this nigga probably grabbed his dick or grabbed whatever on Terry Crews, but would it have really benefited Terry Crews to beat this motherfucker up and then get blacklisted out of Hollywood? It's not like you can just go put an application in to, like, work in a movie or, work in a TV show. So when I hear about this whole Kevin Spacey situation, I'm like, I don't like Kevin Spacey. I've told y'all before, I didn't like the fact how he, was starting to be accused of, having sex, I guess, with teenage boys. And he tried to use that as a way to come out the closet. Oh, oh yeah, oh, by the way, I'm gay. What the fuck? You the reason why motherfuckers think that gay people are walking around here touching on motherfucking children. And that's not the motherfucking case. You were touching on children. We not touching on motherfucking children. So don't try to use this because you done got caught up in your fuck shit to come out the motherfucking closet. Motherfucker. Anyways. So, this whole Kevin Spacey situation, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, some shit not adding up to me. I don't like Kevin Spacey, but some shit not adding up. From what I read, from what I heard on CNN, from what I read on Fox, it wasn't the New York Times. I read a couple of articles basically. And they said the boy said that he lied and said that he was 23. Kevin Spacey basically went to a restaurant. They said the restaurant was full. The boy was heterosexual. And he told Kevin Spacey that he was 23. Turns out he was actually 18. I read on one article that they had like 5 beers. Now, when they said they had 5 beers, I didn't know if they meant like they had 5 beers. Like Kevin had 3 and he had 2, or the boy had 3 and he had 2, or if they had 5 beers apiece. And then Kevin suggested that they move away from beers to whiskey. Now let me just say something. I'm trying to say this as respectful as possible because I don't want no bullshit. I don't know too many 18-year-olds who can hold down liquor like that unless your ass been drinking since you was 13. For you to move from having 5 beers to having whiskey, that's a lot to me for an 18-year-old because a lot of 18-year-olds who probably are drinking, they probably getting drunk off 2 or 3 beers. So you're not going to get me to believe that you done had 5 beers and whiskey. Bitch, at that point, your ass should have been sloppy drunk, falling down over the goddamn seat. Like, does that make sense? So I'm like, either they're lying about the number of beers they had, because it just doesn't make sense to me. When this man started to rub on your thigh and you're supposed to be a heterosexual man, you just stayed there? I don't want to seem like I'm victim blaming. I don't. But I'm just saying, like, there's no way that you, at this point, there's no way that y'all gonna get me to believe that a man who identifies as straight, and they said this went on for about 70 minutes, he has tried to make a move on you, has already violated your space, and you just stayed there? Then you took your phone out to record, I guess, him grabbing your crotch. You know, Kevin said he wanted that dick. Kevin said that boy had a big penis or something like that, child. Kevin said he wants that dick. Kevin said he wanted a taste of that dick, baby. You know, so he grabs your penis, grabs your crotch area, and then you take your phone out to record what was happening. Like, the whole situation just seems like real, like... And then I saw like a clip of the mother. I think the mother used to be like I forgot, she used to work for a news station, I believe. You know, my 18-year-old straight son had, you know, was traumatized or some shit like that she was saying. I was just like, girl, if this is true, that he told that man he was 23, that boy was up to no good. I'm sorry. That boy not as straight as y'all say he is. He's not as innocent as y'all say he is. Because for him to have to lie to another man about his age, that's a red flag for me. Why are you lying to a nigga about your motherfucking age? You see what I'm saying? How are you just tossing back drinks at your job and your job ain't said shit to you? What the fuck you work at? I don't know too many restaurants. There are, you know, of course, you know, you have your local bars where, like, you know, the bartenders are throwing back shots. You know, the Coyote Uglies, the, you know, the gay bars where, like, the gay, they're buying the bartender shots, they're taking shots. But I don't know too many places where you can go and the bartenders are just, you know, just throwing back shots like that, especially with the 18-year-old. Then you lying about your age. Then this nigga sitting here touching your thighs and you ain't left. You were that starstruck to the point where you was just like, shit, I don't give a fuck. You know, this nigga touching my leg, whatever. This is Kevin Spacey. I don't know. This whole situation seems real, like, it just seems questionable. That's all. I just have questions. I need some answers. It don't seem right to me. It just don't seem right to me. It doesn't. It just does not seem right to me. And again, this is coming from somebody who does not like Kevin Hart. This is coming from somebody who, I don't like that nigga either. But this is coming from somebody who does not like Kevin Spacey. It's just weird. Motherfuckers touching your thighs. You don't even identify as homosexual. But motherfuckers touching your thighs, you just sit there. You lying about your age. You lied and said that you were 23 when you were really 18. You sitting here drinking, knowing you're not supposed to be drinking. You done drunk all this alcohol. You should have been sloppy drunk by the 3rd, 4th beer, honestly. Unless you're not new to drinking. I remember the first time I got drunk at 18 years old. And I know everybody is different, but this was like my first time drinking. I remember one time when I was younger, like I went to visit my daddy, and he let me taste some beer, and it was nasty. And I think I was probably like 11 or 12, honestly. But you know, I remember the first time I like got drunk, I was 18, and I think I drank like, this was like the day I graduated from high school. Well, after I graduated from high school. I think I had probably like 2 beers and like a Smirnoff. And girl, I just remember me like throwing up in the restroom. I almost got my ass beat. Like, and like I said, I know everybody is different, but I don't know. It's just some holes in this story that just don't seem right to me. And you know, I hate for this to be one of those situations where a motherfucker is just, in the end, just trying to get $1 from anybody. But at this point, that's what it seems like to me. So that's all I gotta say. I think if I think of anything else, I'll come back. Bye, y'all.